But Imam Hussain is the same Mawla that when you are at home, he is your Mawla. When you are outside, he is your Mawla. And when you are in the Imam Bargah, he is your Mawla. Accept Imam Hussain. How many days do we have left? 7th of Muharram? You tell me. Put your hand on your heart and tell me. If someone in your family dies, Chalo, I will give example from myself. If my son dies today, remember that our sons are here with the sadaqah of Ali Akbar. If my son dies today, will I have time to comb my hair? Will I have time to wear perfume?
No.
And when someone sees, what did they say? He has had a death in his family. When you wear and iron new clothes before you come to the majlis of Imam Hussain, forget what you have done in the past. 3 days are left of Hussain ibn Ali. When you wear perfume and new clothes and you enter the Imam Bargah, Imam Hussain looks at you and he says, he did not see how beautiful Ali Akbar was. We are willing to cry for our children. We are willing to cry for our dead. When someone in our family dies, we do not eat food. We do not wear new clothes. We do not go to the barber. We do not wear perfume. Why? People say, don't you know, I've had a death in my family. Azadaro, Hussain died, was killed in Karbala. We cry for the tragedies that fell upon Hussain ibn Ali. 3 days. Set an example for your Mawla. Mawla say that we were not there in Karbala. We did not see how Ali Akbar fell from the horse. But Mawla, the least thing that we can do is that we will remember your sorrows in such a way that one of our own has died. Imam Sadiq says that our believer is he, that when it comes to crying for Ahlul Bayt, he cries in such a way that one of his near one has died. Azadaro, today we have gathered to remember the son of Imam Hassan al-Mujtaba. Don't be shy today when it comes crying for the son of Imam Hassan. Who knows that if you don't cry, Imam Hassan will think probably my son was an orphan, that's why the Shia are not crying for him. Azadaro, when Imam Hassan was given poison, Hazrat Qasim, few years old, he would keep coming close to his father. And every time he would come, he would lay on the chest of his father, Imam Hassan. And his mother would say, "Oh Qasim, your father is in so much pain." You know what Imam Hassan said? Imam Hassan said, "Oh Farwa, leave Qasim. When he lays on my chest, I feel like that my pain has disappeared." Azadaro, this Qasim was 13 and a half in Karbala. On the day of Ashura, every single person was coming and gaining permission from Imam Hussain and was going to the battlefield. Every time Hazrat Qasim came, Imam Hussain said, "Oh Qasim, how can I send you? Whenever I want to see my brother Hassan, I look at your face. Oh Qasim, how can I send you?" Azadaro Hazrat Qasim came back and he went behind the tents and he was sitting like when a child sits. He put his forehead onto his knees and he is crying. Farwa came and she says, "Oh Qasim, why is it that you are crying? Did someone hit you?" You know that when there is an orphan child and when that child begins to cry, the first thing that the mother asks, "Did anyone hit you?" My salam be upon Sakina in Karbala. When Shimar slapped Sakina, no one asked Sakina, "You are the orphan of Hussain." Qasim is sitting. Azadaro, Qasim is crying. Farwa comes. She says, "Oh Qasim, why is it that you are crying?" He says, "Oh mother, every time I go towards my uncle Hussain, I ask him permission to fight. He always says to me that you cannot go because you remind me of my brother Hassan." Farwa says, "Oh Qasim, I remember that your father put a taweez on your arm." And he says that when Qasim is in difficulty, tell him to open the taweez and he will find a solution to his problem. Azadaro Hazrat Qasim quickly opens the taweez and he starts to read. Imam Hassan says, "Oh Qasim, my salam be upon you. A time will come when your uncle Hussain will be gharib, when your uncle Hussain will be mazloom, when your uncle Hussain will be thirsty. Oh Qasim, sacrifice yourself upon your uncle Hussain." Azadaro, as soon as Qasim saw this, he quickly got up and he ran towards the tent of Hussain. And he says, "Oh Uncle Hussain, you were not giving me permission to fight. But oh Uncle Hussain, I have a letter for you from my father." As soon as Hussain held the letter of Hassan, he kissed the letter and both Hussain and Qasim cried so much that they fell to the ground. Imam Hussain says, "Salam be upon you, my brother Hassan, that in this time of ghurbat, you are remembering your brother Hussain." Azadaro, Hazrat Qasim is given permission from Hussain to go and fight. Today you are going to lift the guttery of Hazrat Qasim. My youngsters, when you lift this, ask yourself, tell me, how tall is a 13-year-old? How tall? This tall? This tall? Why is it that when you lift the guttery of Hazrat Qasim, it is only that much? Because that is what Hussain found of Hazrat Qasim. Azadaro, Imam Hussain gives permission to Qasim. He says that you can go and fight. Both Hussain and Abbas are now preparing Hazrat Qasim. And you know that when they would go to battle, they would always wear a vest of armor. And what was the purpose of that metal vest? It was to protect that person from arrows and from swords and from being trampled underneath the horses. But Azadaro, there was no vest small enough for Hazrat Qasim. Hazrat Qasim goes to fight, and white Qasim is fighting. One tyrant strikes the head of Hazrat Qasim. Hazrat Qasim falls to the ground, and as he is falling, he says, "Oh Uncle Hussain, come to my aid." As soon as Hussain gets there, the body of Qasim is in pieces on Karbala. Imam Hussain opens up his aba and he begins to collect the pieces of Qasim. He picks up one piece and he says, "Inna lillah." He picks up the other piece and he says, "Inna lillah." Ya Ilahi, for the sake of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad, accept our ibadat, our girya on Hazrat Qasim alayhi salatu was salam. Ya Ilahi, we pray to you, every single person that has been attending this Imam Bargah from the 1st of Muharram until Yawm al-Ashura, every single person who is helping towards the niyaz, Ya Ilahi, accept this in the court of Imam Hussain alayhi salatu was salam. Ya Ilahi, all those people that are ill, give them shifa through the wasila of Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu was salam. Ya Ilahi, give us ma'rifat of deen, give us ma'rifat of Imam al-Zamana. Ya Ilahi, every single person who is asking me to do dua for them, Ya Ilahi, you know every single person's name, every single person who has requested me, Uncle Adil, Uncle Sajid, Uncle Israr, and all of the committee members who are making sure that this Ashra Muharram goes smoothly. Anyone who has asked them for dua, Ya Ilahi, accept their dua with the wasila of Muhammad and Ali Muhammad. Ya Ilahi, hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam, Imam Sahib al-Asr wal-Zaman. Everyone together, Allahumma ajil waliyyak al-faraj, Allahumma ajil waliyyak al-faraj, Allahumma ajil waliyyak al-faraj. Rabbi salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad birahmatika ya arhamar rahimin, for the acceptance of your du'as and your hajat 3 times with the loudest of your voices, loudest salawat.